answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? It's Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man from the 7 Mile Casino Studios. We're just getting on the radio. We're just going to be on TV, Channel 4 San Diego, the Cox Yourview Network. You guys who are our chatlins in the YouTube chat, you guys have exploded our stats over the last month, so we're getting onto the stream of YouTube. All of our audio podcast listeners, you guys know what today is, right? It's Friday. All together. It's Friday.
Friday.
Yeah. It's Friday. Yesterday was the Padres home opener, got smoked by the Colorado Rockies. This weekend, San Diego State in the Final Four tomorrow afternoon. What a week for sports fans in San Diego. I mean, last year during the playoffs with the Padres and the Dodgers, that was awesome. But having San Diego State in the Final Four and having the Padres opening the season with this new revamped roster and all this money that's been spent and the excitement and the juice that's on the streets, what a week for a town that has been relegated to the minor leagues, man. What a week for sports in San Diego, California, man. Pretty amazing. We're in the 7 Mile Casino Studios. Grande, Brown Man, we're both yesterday downtown Petco Park. Browner was at Tavern and Bowl yesterday. I saw all the social media videos. Place was packed. Grande somehow found his way into Petco Park. There seemed to be tons of great friends all around because I got a lot of pictures. Fellas, we have a lot to talk about. We don't have as much time on a Friday as normal. There's some craziness that's going on. I will tell both of you gentlemen, since Jim Nantz called yesterday, mayhem in my personal real life. Because when Nantz puts out the offer for the courtside tickets, now Alex is ultra motivated to go. Now my girlfriend is super stoked to go because she's a San Diego State alum. I feel like I'll be letting Nantz down if I don't go. My daughter's leaving New Orleans to come home to San Diego, but she got a layover in Houston. She wants to go. I mean, dude, it would have been super simple if Jim Nantz said to me, don't have the tickets. It was just a radio bit. Sorry, buddy. But now a whole monkey wrench has been thrown in. So we got a lot to talk about. We got a very little amount of time. Alex, good afternoon. How are you? I'll start with you. How you doing?
Start with me. I'm a mess. I'm a disaster. My life is in shambles. And yeah, man.
And why is that?
It's your fault. It is your fault.
I don't even know what you're going to say. But before you say it, I'm going to tell you something right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's your fault. Believe me when I tell you, this is all your fault.
My school's fault or my fault?
No, your fault. Because you see, if San Diego State, who made the Final Four, I knew this earlier in the week. We all knew it. If we were planning on going, we could have planned to go. Okay? You pushed me to contact Jim Nantz and then to pressure Jim Nantz. You pushed me on that.
Yes.
Me, I'm like, we don't have to go. It's no big deal. But you see, now it's tomorrow. And now I got FOMO and now I want to go. And now I realize what a once in a lifetime opportunity this is.
Yeah.
And how it's all kind of coming together and how the universe is saying to me, get to Houston, Texas. So I blame you.
Well, as someone who did look up flights on Sunday, it's not much different, honestly. Like the price hasn't changed. The flights are there. It's just about doing it. And now I want to do it. I wanted to do it on Sunday. I want to do it now. But now I feel like the great friends are almost ridiculing me into going. I don't know if ridiculing is the right word, but
me too.
I got stopped. No joke. A dozen times yesterday walking around Petco and in downtown saying, you got to go, dude. That's all I heard. You got to go, dude. You got to go, dude. I know.
My social media is blown up with people saying, how is this even a question mark? How is this a question of whether or not you go to the Final Four or you don't go. Like, I'm starting to realize now what an entitled douche I come off as when I don't immediately jump on a once in a lifetime opportunity, because everybody else is like, I'll drop everything that's going on in my life to go have the opportunity that you guys have. To have Jim Nantz set you up with courtside seats, to brag about it on camera yesterday. I don't know, man. It's thrown a whole monkey wrench into my life. It really, I'm supposed to go to a wedding on Saturday night. I'm supposed to go with my daughter on spring break next week to take her up to Mammoth Mountain. I mean, I got a daughter coming in from spring break from college. All these things were happening. And now Jim Nantz throws courtside seats into the Final Four with San Diego State playing there. It has screwed up my life. Browner, good afternoon.
Oh, I'm here. Oh. I didn't know. I didn't know I was part of the show. I'm still on the show? I'm still on the show? This is news to me because here I am busting my ass. I'm out here working in these streets. I'm out here making appearances at places.
Yeah.
And y'all talking to Jim Nantz behind my back,
Business Browner.
That's what we come to?
You want to know
business.
exactly how it happened? Because I do
No.
feel bad.
No. Business Brown out here handling business. I'm out here, shaking palms and meeting people and networking and, exchanging business cards with Anheuser-Busch people. I'm out here doing things. And here I am. I look around. I look on the internet. Jim Nantz. What's that Jim Nantz? Hold on up a computer. Go down. Jim Nantz at the Final Four. Did we talk to Jim Nantz on the show today? I don't think we talked to Jim Nantz. What did I do? I was on the show today. I didn't see no Jim Nantz. Why the hell is Jim Nantz on the show? I ain't on the show. Hold up. Am I still on it? Have I been excommunicated from the show and nobody told me? Is this how you get fired? You know you're fired when you don't show up on the show when the show's happening?
Yeah.
I say, oh, hell no. And so now this morning I come on the show. I hear all this talk about gotta get a ticket for this person, gotta get a ticket for that person. Oh, gotta get a ticket for this person. What? Nobody talk about a ticket for me. Nobody talk about a ticket for me. I see how it is, though. I see how it is. I see how the demographics shake out on this show. He shall be last. Okay, that's all right. I persevere. I can watch from the TV anyway.
So let me tell Scott. I'll jump in here.
I didn't want to get on the plane. No way.
I'll jump in here.
I didn't want to sit in the front row at no basketball game.
Well, first of all, basketball, and that's the whole issue.
Well, wait, go ahead. Let's start. Alex, start from the beginning, because here's the thing. Just as I said that this whole thing is throwing a monkey wrench into my life, here's what's going on in the pressure of my mind, okay? 1, Jim Nantz has made this offer that I pushed him into. If I don't go, I feel like it's disrespectful. 2.
Are those tickets confirmed, by the way?
No, not yet. 2.
Jeez.
That's the other part of it. That's the biggest part of it. Jim puts out this offer yesterday and says, "Hey, you got till 7:00 tonight to make up your mind." I emailed him
tonight.
Last night. I said, "We'll take the tickets. We will take the tickets." Have not gotten confirmation yet back from Jim or from his assistant Melissa. I said, "Hey, is he goofing around? Is this a radio thing or is he serious? Because if he's serious, we're coming. If it's a joke, we'll just say we couldn't figure it out. We won't make him look bad, But we haven't. We literally have not gotten confirmation yet. So here's the thing. Don't have confirmation on the tickets. Not 100% sure about a flight down. Not 100% sure about a flight back. Have to leave my daughter who's coming home for spring break. Got to leave my other daughter. Alex is a San Diego State alum who desperately wants to go. And now I really want him to go, because as somebody who has loved this program for as long as he has, I really want Alex to go. Then I have the pressure of everybody on social media crushing me. Like, how do you not go? How could you not jump on this? And now, Alex, throw in the last piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Now Browner is upset. Okay.
Right.
So why don't you pick up the story as to how this all happened yesterday? And
behind the scenes for everybody.
And Browner, by the way, what do you think about my hat? What do you think about this hat right here? Go Aztecs, #Final Four. What do you think about this hat?
I like it. Where'd you get it?
Do you want to know where I got it?
Where'd you get that?
Kaplan and Crew merch shop.
Oh, there's more stuff on there I didn't know about. This is a breaking news episode of the show. Please continue with stuff I don't know.
If you don't know about that, you're just not paying attention to the show.
Right.
We're talking
Kaplan
about
and
it.
Crew merch shop.
We're talking about it all week.
By the way, I heard there were a lot of people wearing these Seidler shirts downtown yesterday for the Padre game.
Well, I think we might have gotten taken down. I think SDSU might have gotten taken down.
No way, really?
Yeah, probably.
Got mine before they took it down. Maybe the NCAA got us for Final Four.
Oh
Probably.
yeah.
Yeah, probably
Nuked
so.
you.
Look at me. I
Oh.
already got my shit. Oh,
Whoa.
No.
Now I gotta edit that.
yeah. All right, Alex. Alex, look, limited time today because not everybody
Really
has heard
quick.
what happened with Jim Nantz. We're going to play for you what happened with Jim Nantz. We're going to play it for you for those of you listening on radio, for those of you watching on TV, for those of you that missed it. It's available on YouTube.
Like me.
Uncut, unedited, 30 minutes with Jim Nantz. You've never seen anything quite like this before. We've never had access like this. But here's what happened yesterday. We get off the air. Browner was at Tavern and Bowl. The Padres were backed up later in the day. We get off the air. I'm at home. Alex is at home. Browner's still down there doing Bidden at Browner.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, explain what happened.
I get a call from Jim's assistant saying Jim is ready to go now. And I'm like, what? You said Friday. And she said, no, he's ready to go now. But he could only, and I'm like, well, so panic ensues. I run to my computer, which I was already sitting at, so it was a quick run. And I call Scott and I'm like, yo, Jim is available right now. And he's like, okay, let me jump on. And literally in 10 seconds, Scott's talking to Jim Nantz completely unprompted. I'm not part of the interview. Like it just happened. Like that's exactly how it happened.
So
There was no time. There was just panic.
Yeah, I click on a Zoom link. Jim clicks on a Zoom link. Alex is hosting the Zoom. Jim is sitting courtside in Houston, looking at me on his iPad. I'm talking to Jim where I'm sitting right now. And so, Browner, the first thing that I want to say is this did not happen on the show. This happened off air. This happened offline. We thankfully recorded it all, and Jim was good enough to say, yeah, you guys can use it. And we thought we had 5 minutes. But you know, Jim, once he gets going, he can't stop. 30 minutes. Grant Hill stops by. Tracy Wolfson.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Grant Hill.
Grant Hill stops by in this interview. Yeah. Tracy.
Oh, hell no. Y'all talking to Grant Hill and I missed it?
Don't say
Yeah.
y'all. Scott did. I was still editing the show. Like that. It was literally in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So Tracy Wolfson, Jim Nantz, Grant Hill, all the producers and directors, everybody stops by. It was craziness.
Mm-hmm. Scott even got offered, if Jim Nantz goes down, if he gets put on the injured list, Jim offered Scott to do play-by-play in the Final Four. And the main producer said yes.
Yeah. Right. So, Browner, first and foremost, this did not happen on the show yesterday. This happened off air, offline. It was a random thing. We thought if we had a chance to get Jim, it would be today, Friday, but it happened on Thursday afternoon. So good thing, by the way, that the Padre game was backed up, because if it wasn't, I would have still been down at Tavern and Bowl and none of this would have happened.
None of it.
Okay. So
I'm now more upset about the Grant Hill situation.
Well, he didn't really talk much.
No, he didn't. He just came
Jim,
by. And,
Jim talked to Grant.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Grant said hello. That was it.
That's different. Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
So
I can take that.
So now we have this interview with Jim Nantz. You will see it coming up in a few minutes. For those of you who haven't seen it, you'll see it on YouTube. You'll see it on TV. For those of you who haven't heard it, we'll play it for you on radio and audio podcast. So Jim says, Scott, listen, I made you this promise that if the Aztecs make it to the Final Four, I'd have you sitting courtside. Look, I can't get a plane to you because I'm already here. And I'm not coming from Pebble Beach to San Diego to go to Houston. He was going from Nashville to Houston. He's like, and there's just mayhem going on in his life because it's his last Final Four. It's in his hometown. And he's got to be prepared to call these games tomorrow, these two games. And then after the games is like a reception, some kind of a party for him or whatever. Moreover, the one thing that is driving my my feeling of that I need to be there is I talked a few weeks ago about Jim and I, our common friend Pat McGrath, recently dying. And Jim has flown down Pat's like brother and family, and they're his guests because Pat recently died and he's not going to be there. So there's just all these forces in the universe that are pulling me to go to Houston. But there are these problems along the way. Jim offered tickets, don't have confirmation. Might have a flight down there, might not. Got to be back for Monday because I made this commitment to Yamava Casino. That's weighing on my mind. Daughter coming back for spring break. my desire for Alex to go because I know how important it is to him. The social media pressure of people saying, how could you not immediately go? So Browner,
You want to hear my
Jim-
dilemmas?
yeah, go ahead. Excuse me. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm having problems, Browner.
I just need confirmation so I could book stuff. Flights keep getting booked. Prices keep going up.
Well, here's what I don't understand why you
I'm-
don't
I'm-
do. Like, right? Here's what I would do if I were in your shoes.
Yeah.
Go.
Just go regardless. I'd book the flights and the tickets. That will all happen. The ticket situation. And didn't you say you're now going to bring a friend with you, Alex?
I have a friend that's down to go, which would help the hotel cost.
Yeah.
This is what I will say as a person who's been totally excluded from this process.
Right.
I will say, if I was Alex,
Mm-hmm.
I would just go. Because I know if nothing, I may not be in the front row, but Jim Nantz is going to give me 2 good seats. Now,
Yeah.
I may not be able to put my toes on the court, but I'll be able to smell the sweat. So you're going to get some good seats.
Well, now, does your friend who's down to go, does he have tickets or does he not have tickets?
Oh, he's going to get his own.
Okay, here's my point. If I were in your shoes, Alex, here's what I would do. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Correct.
For San Diego State to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go. Your wife is encouraging you to go. You have a friend who's down to go. She's pushing you to go. You should book your flight. You should find a cheap hotel, and tickets will fall right into your hands. That's an automatic. You, to me, are an automatic.
The ticket is the easy part.
Yeah, I think
getting
so too.
there. Yeah, getting there is the hard part.
Okay, for me. So, what do you think, Alex? I'm just. I just think you should book flights. Tickets will fall into your hands, and you will be there for San Diego State. And if they win on Saturday, you'll be there on Monday. If they lose on Saturday, whatever you decide to do.
Yeah, that's it. So that's the other thing too. It's like if I'm gonna go to Houston, and they win Saturday, like, do I just come home?
No, you stay.
Right. So that throws a whole other, financial dynamic into it's all fun and games to say, yeah, I should go, right? But at the end of the day, this has to be paid for.
You should plan on going for the Saturday game and then coming home and watching the championship at home.
I kind of wanted to do that too.
Right. I think that's because that way financially you're not putting yourself in a hole.
But
you can go there.
But Browner, let me ask you a question. The reason we're even having these conversations is the terrible FOMO that we're experiencing. What if you go there, San Diego State wins, and you leave on Sunday to come home, and then you're watching it on TV going, why wasn't I there? And in fact,
I don't think I'll have that FOMO. I really don't.
Right.
Because I will be there on Saturday.
Okay.
And if they win Saturday, I think I'd be good to go.
And two, if they win on Monday, you would have a better celebration here because all they're going to do is celebrate there and then jump on a jet and come back here. So you have a much better celebration here at your local bar or surrounded with your friends, the people who you actually went to San Diego State with.
Southwest playing games too, man.
How so?
Southwest playing games, dude. I was on it. They're like unavailable right now. All these things available. I'm booking stuff right now.
Hey, dude, listen. Just hear me out. Here's what you do. Here's what you do, Alex. You book your flight. Hotel will come later. Don't worry about that yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Tickets. All I can say is this: Jim Nantz has given us 2. I'm bringing my girlfriend. You're coming. You're bringing your pal. We need 2 more tickets. No problem. We'll figure it out. I'm telling you.
Or 3.
Wait,
the friend can find his own ticket.
Yeah, the friend find his own. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
I mean, listen, just before he goes and buys a ticket, I'm putting out into the universe that we need another pair. It's easier to get 2 than it is to get 1.
Can you imagine though, Scott, me and you sitting right behind Jim Nantz for the Final Four?
Right. Amazing.
You'll be on TV.
Amazing. And even Rachel said to me, she goes, hey, look, I know I got invited, but you and Alex should be sitting in those seats. I'll sit with my friends because she got plenty of people that are going to be there too. So, I mean, listen, to me, it's becoming a no-brainer. I do this to myself all the damn time. I put so much ridiculous pressure on myself. My daughter's coming home from college. Alex really wants to go. How will we get back? What will it cost? Where will we stay? Blah, 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 blah.
Those are all things that'll wash over once you're there and the joy of the game.
The other part of it is to be there with Pat McGrath's family and to be there for Jim Nantz's last Final Four.
And Coach Fisher.
And to be there with Coach Fisher and to be there for San Diego State and to be part of the San Diego sports community that we've been part of for the last 20 years, just everything is pulling me. Yeah, everything's pulling me into going. All right, here's what I'm going to say. For those of you who have not heard or seen what happened yesterday with Jim Nantz, it happened. Like Browner, it happened off air. We'll bring it on air. Before we do, I want to remind everybody about our newest client, MedCline.com. They're our newest partner. MedCline.com is the website. MedCline.com/greatfriends will get you the 20% discount. I have chronic shoulder pain. It kills me when I sleep. Alex has big problems when it comes to acid reflux. That hurts him when he sleeps. And even Browner's got shoulder problems. Browner, have you gotten your pillow yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting, baby.
It's coming. It's coming. I know our friend Jason Finley from Callaway Golf just got one. I can't wait to hear what he thinks. MedCline.com/greatfriends. Save 20% by using that URL. Guys, it's a little pricey, but if it helps you sleep, you're going to thank us. MedCline.com. Acid reflux, shoulder problems, read all about it, the history of it, the San Diego connection to it, testimonials, MedCline.com/greatfriends. For those of you that missed what happened with Jim Nantz, that is next.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Dominating the SoCal radio airwaves for over 20 years. Join Scott Kaplan, Alex Padilla, and John Browner for Kaplan and Crew every Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 p.m. only on the mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and the mightier1090.com.
An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit and has become one of the most popular solutions to housing in the United States. We constructed this to provide housing for my mother, who is elderly.
Well, I wanted to downsize. At my age, that's what I wanted to do. Eric engaged the services of Murray Lambert, a top building company.
This is an 825 square foot structure, but it actually looks more like 1,000 because of the spatial considerations. Micah was great. He took the ball and ran with it and came up with this really great combination.
It always appealed to me, high ceilings. It gives a sense of space, of openness, and I like that. Oh, I would give this experience a 10 for sure. Plus, 10 plus.
Hey, Hoop fans, it's Victor Howell here, host of the NCAA Tournament Special, Breaking Down the Madness. Each week during the tournament, we'll assemble a panel of regional experts that follow your local team all the way to the Final Four. Highlights, predictions, interviews, and much, much more as we break down the madness right here on Your View.
Breaking Down the Madness is brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We make it easy.
Since 1975, San Diegans have trusted the Murray Lambert family for their home remodeling projects. We continue our commitment to deliver high-quality home remodeling and construction to our customers without an expensive showroom.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring value to your home, our team has the experience to handle everything. Plus, our strong relationships with the city makes adding on easier for homeowners.
Visit murraylambert.com for your consultation.
The #1 disease in the world, according to World Health Organization, is dental disease. For 25 years, we've had one of the most leading group dental practices in the country. Imagine you're a parent, you're a mom or a dad, and you have a 2-year-old that doesn't get any cavities, and you have a 12-year-old that has a soda habit and gets a ton of cavities. Well, how do you determine what oral care products to get? It's really mind-boggling that currently there does not exist an oral care product company that specializes for kids. So we thought this is a great opportunity to get into that space and revolutionize oral care for kids. We have every single product that every parent needs for every person in that family. It's very comprehensive. The next thing is we customize your oral care products. Someone who has a lot of gum disease probably requires different sets of oral care products that someone has a very, very healthy mouth. And it's also conveniently shipped to your home every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you go to supermouth.com and check out all the educational content, and of course check out our profile builder to get the right products for every family member.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Listen to The Mike Greenberg Show, 7 to 9 a.m. Pacific, Monday through Friday. Greeny brings his unmatched depth of sports knowledge, fun, and entertainment back to ESPN on a daily basis. The Mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk, and themightier1090.com. We'll be right back with more of Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the Mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Hey, Hoop fans, it's Victor Howell here, host of the NCAA Tournament Special, Breaking Down the Madness. Each week during the tournament, we'll assemble a panel of regional experts that follow your local team all the way to the Final Four. Highlights, predictions, interviews, and much, much more as we break down the madness right here on Your View.
Join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and find your big fitness energy in a clean and spacious judgment-free zone. Deal in soon. See Home Club for details.
The number one disease in the world, according to World Health Organization, is dental disease. For 25 years, we've had one of the most leading group dental practices in the country. Imagine you're a parent, you're a mom or a dad, and you have a 2-year-old that doesn't get any cavities, and you have a 12-year-old that has a soda habit and gets a ton of cavities. Well, how do you determine what oral care products to get? It's really mind-boggling that currently there does not exist an oral care product company that specializes for kids. So we thought this is a great opportunity to get into that space and revolutionize oral care for kids. We have every single product that every parent needs for every person in that family. It's very comprehensive. The next thing is we customize your oral care products. Someone who has a lot of gum disease probably requires different sets of oral care products that someone has a very, very healthy mouth. And it's also conveniently shipped to your home every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you go to supermouth.com and check out all the educational content, and of course check out our profile builder to get the right products for every family member.
We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post 9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need. Service dogs can range anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000, $40,000. And for someone getting out of the military that's seeking support and help, having that sort of price tag is daunting. So we really wanted to be able to support the veterans to make sure that they're getting a dog that they need in their life at no charge.
I was in a very dark place. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I really needed an immediate help. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be there for us. So I found Shelter the Soldier online, and I reached out, and somebody contacted me within 24 hours. And in the next couple of weeks, I was already in the program meeting dogs.
Your View Community Spotlight is brought to you by Bill Howe Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Flood.
An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit, and it's become one of the most popular solutions to housing in the United States. We constructed this to provide housing for my mother, who is elderly.
Well, I wanted to downsize. At my age, that's what I wanted to do. Eric engaged the services of Murray Lambert, a top building company.
This is an 825 square foot structure, but it actually looks more like 1,000 because of the spatial considerations. Micah was great. He took the ball and ran with it and came up with this really great combination.
It always appealed to me, high ceilings. It gives a sense of space, of openness, and I like that. Oh, I would give this experience a 10 for sure. Plus, 10 plus.
For many consumers, sleeping at night should be an easy experience. For many, it's not. There are a number of reasons for that. Most notably, those that suffer from acid reflux or heartburn. There are also many individuals dealing with various pains or ailments. MedCline is a sleep solution company with our goal to allow people to have a healthy and peaceful night's sleep. And we do that with our therapeutic side sleeping systems. Our patented, clinically studied MedCline relief systems are designed to place an adult in an elevated side sleeping position, which can help them reduce the symptoms or issues they're dealing with. MedCline systems are registered with the FDA, and as a medical product, MedCline systems are qualified for use with FSA and HSA funds. For anyone looking for more information, you can visit medcline.com/sleepbetter.
I was injured in a car crash. I had no idea how much my case was worth. I called the Barnes firm.
When a truck hit my son, I had so many questions about his case. I called the Barnes firm. It was the best call I could have made.
Your case is often worth more than insurance offers. Call the Barnes firm to find out what your case could be worth. We will help you get the best result possible.
The Barnes firm. Injury attorneys. Call 1-800-8-million.
Since 1975, San Diegans have trusted the Murray-Lampert family for their home remodeling projects. We continue our commitment to deliver high-quality home remodeling and construction to our customers without an expensive showroom.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring value to your home, our team has the experience to handle everything. Plus, our strong relationships with the city makes adding on easier for homeowners.
Visit murraylampert.com for your consultation.
Hey, Hoop fans, it's Victor Howell here, host of the NCAA Tournament Special, Breaking Down the Madness. Each week during the tournament, we'll assemble a panel of regional experts that follow your local team all the way to the Final Four. Highlights, predictions, interviews, and much, much more as we break down the madness right here on Your View.
Breaking Down the Madness on Your View is brought to you by Panda Express. Try the brand new sizzling shrimp today. Walk on.
An ADU is an accessory dwelling unit and has become one of the most popular solutions to housing in the United States. We constructed this to provide housing for my mother, who is elderly.
Well, I wanted to downsize. At my age, that's what I wanted to do. Eric engaged the services of Murray-Lampert, a top building company.
This is an 825 square foot structure, but it actually looks more like 1,000 because of the spatial considerations. Micah was great. He took the ball and ran with it and came up with this really great combination.
It always appealed to me, high ceilings. It gives a sense of space, of openness, and I like that. Oh, I would give this experience a 10 for sure. Plus, 10 plus.
Learn about the many health benefits of MedCline pillows, from easing shoulder pain, reflux relief, and just getting a great night of sleep. Watch Your Health only on Your View, Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Brought to you by MedCline. Sleep better, feel better, live better.
The #1 disease in the world, according to World Health Organization, is dental disease. For 25 years, we've had one of the most leading group dental practices in the country. Imagine you're a parent, you're a mom or a dad, and you have a 2-year-old that doesn't get any cavities, and you have a 12-year-old that has a soda habit and gets a ton of cavities. Well, how do you determine what oral care products to get? It's really mind-boggling that currently there does not exist an oral care product company that specializes for kids. So we thought this is a great opportunity to get into that space and revolutionize oral care for kids. We have every single product that every parent needs for every person in that family. It's very comprehensive. The next thing is we customize your oral care products. Someone who has a lot of gum disease probably requires different sets of oral care products that someone has a very, very healthy mouth. And it's also conveniently shipped to your home every 3 to 6 months. Make sure you go to supermouth.com and check out all the educational content, and of course check out our profile builder to get the right products for every family member.
Hey, Hoop fans, it's Victor Howell here, host of the NCAA Tournament Special, Breaking Down the Madness. Each week during the tournament, we'll assemble a panel of regional experts that follow your local team all the way to the Final Four. Highlights, predictions, interviews, and much, much more as we break down the madness right here on Your View.
Breaking Down the Madness is brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. We make it easy.
Welcome back. This is Scott Kaplan and Crew Tonight. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew Show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio. SoCal Sports Talk. Here's Scott Kaplan, John Browner, and Alex Padilla.
Hey, great friends, what's happening? It's Friday afternoon. This is Kaplan and Crew with Grande and the Brown Man coming to you from the 7 Mile Casino Studios, 7milecasino.com. You're thinking about a great brunch this weekend, Sammy's Restaurant and Bar in 7 Mile Casino, just named by San Diego Magazine the #1 brunch in South County. So think about it on Saturday and Sunday, getting out to 7 Mile Casino and having a great time, playing some cards. If you have any problems with gambling, of course, it's 1-800-GAMBLER, but great food, great games, only 7 minutes south of downtown San Diego and in a completely smoke-free environment. Okay. Yesterday, for those of you that saw this play out on social media and on YouTube, Jim Nantz called us and we had this incredible conversation. He has offered us tickets to the Final Four. We're trying to figure it out. Alex has condensed the 30-minute unedited portion that is on YouTube. He's condensed it down to about 20 minutes for radio. Here's what happened yesterday with Jim Nantz. I want to ask you about A, your Final Four, and B, having this happen in your hometown. What do you say to that?
I say that I feel really so touched to be able to come back full circle to the city that gave me my chance. It's my gateway city to the business, where the dreams were realized as a student at the University of Houston. So all I ever wanted to do was work for CBS. And, you know, I earmarked this occasion 2 years ago. And I desperately wanted to be able to say that my last basketball game I ever called would come right back to Houston. You know, the University of Houston basketball team was really the group that believed in me and gave me those opportunities to host the coaches show on a network affiliate when I was a junior in college and beyond, to be the first time before a microphone, being the public address announcer at the home basketball games, you know, talking into a headset and bringing out Clyde, the Glide, Drexler back in the embryonic stages of Phi Slamma Jamma. So, yeah, there's been a lot of things that have happened in between. I've had other Final Fours in Houston, but this is the place where it had to happen, and I'm just overwhelmed. I showed up at the stadium today, and on the road that is the main ramp avenue and for the teams and everything like that, and where the trucks are located, there's an intersection there. And it's been named Jim Nantz Way at Hello Friends Boulevard. I can't make it up.
Oh, my God.
So I got out of the car today, and there it was.
Jeez.
So I love Houston. Houston's been good to me. I want you to come down here and experience it. I would love to be able to provide you for 2 great tickets to the game, and you got them.
I really appreciate that. Let me ask you this. People ask me, and I don't have the answer, so I'm asking you. People say, well, why is Jim giving up the Final Four? Why is he giving up the NCAA basketball tournament? I said, I don't really know.
Well, it's an easy answer. My children need me more than America or the NCAA needs me to be calling their championship. I've been doing it for 37 years. I have 2 young children and an older daughter, and my youngest are 9 and 7. And my life has been on the road for a long time. And I work a lot of events with a full NFL schedule and a full golf schedule. I mean, I'm sometimes pushing 50 weeks a year on the road.
Jeez.
Most of the time it's around 46. This will bring me down to the neighborhood of about 40. I'm not retiring. I still have the NFL and golf to go for another dozen years or more, I hope, God willing. And that's the plan that I have. CBS has the same plan. And I just wanted to be able to find a way to get some of that time back. Couldn't take the NFL off. It is the king. And it's this coming year, we've got the Super Bowl. So that's a 22-week commitment. And as far as golf goes, you know, the Masters and my emotional ties to the game, and having been a former college golfer, and that's anywhere from 15 to 20 weeks a year. And breaks my heart to say goodbye to something, but reality is I'm just grateful I've had all this time. It's been an amazing ride. I've been with wonderful people. You just saw Grant, you saw Tracy. Bill Raftery's down the road there, down the row, I should say, here on the press row. Billy Packer, we just lost in January. Clark Kellogg, incredible friend. Steve Kerr, Greg Anthony. It's been a blast. But I've done it for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's time that someone else get a chance to do it. In this case, it's Ian Eagle. And I'm thrilled for Ian. He's a friend. He's a colleague. He's an enormous talent. And he'll take the torch and he'll run with it, take it to new heights. I have no doubt. It's time that he have a lead property. So I'm thrilled for him. When I first got named in 90, it was in the summer of 90, I was going to be taking over for Brent Musburger. I was asked in my introductory press conference as the new lead voice of play-by-play voice of college basketball on CBS, how long did I hope to do it for? And would you like to one day be able to say you called it more than anyone ever else had for more years? I said, what's the record? And they said it was 6. Well, I knew who the two, it was shared. It was shared by Brent Musburger, called 6 Final Fours and championships, and Dick and Bird, your guy, my guy, San Diego's guy, called 6. As far as play-by-play, because I had hosted it for 5 years before I got the play-by-play job, Monday night will be my 32nd championship game. So it's not like anybody at home is keeping track of these things, these kind of records. It's maybe just one of those things you kind of feel some pride in, but 32 years is a lot. And it's an amazing, incredible gift that I've been given and been entrusted with to call it. So I'm happy. It's the right time. And I'm going to sit home, watch the tournament. I'm still going to go to Final Fours in the future, probably have a little cameo role in some capacity, maybe be there to help present the trophy. But it's time for me to spend the month of March when my family has spring break. My kids are off from school. It's time for Daddy to be on spring break with his family. And it's time for Daddy to have a 6-month window at home, 6-week window at home.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Jim, it just so happens that in this last Final Four that you're going to call, who would have ever thought that our San Diego State Aztecs and the program that Steve Fisher created and then handed off to his right-hand man, Brian Dutcher, who would have ever thought that these guys would be in this position at this time in your career in particular? I mean, it brings it all home for us. And then I was talking to Coach Fisher the other day. They're bringing Mark Fisher, which I'm sure probably will make your telecast.
30 minutes with Mark. Spent 30 minutes with Mark just a short while ago. He's here. Yeah. I just loved having a chance to catch up with him, and I had a 2-hour visit with Steve. By the way, before you go down the road on that, you said, who would have thought? Who would have ever believed? One person. You. You've been telling me this for years. It's true. I'm not just saying it. You always believed that there was something special being constructed and built there. You believed in the program. And you kept saying, watch out for these Aztecs, watch out for these Aztecs. And I think the rest of America had no idea what was being done out here by Steve Fisher and then Dutch. And by the way, if I say anything on the air Saturday, I can tell you one thing I'm going to say is Steve Fisher deserves strong consideration for the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
You can count on me saying that. Because when you think about winning a national championship at Michigan the way that he did as an interim, that's hard enough. But then to take over the program and appear in 2 more championship games, and then to be the architect of a basketball program that was basically dormant, was going nowhere, was nothing happening there. So now being a Final Four team, and who knows, maybe even a national champion, I admire him so much. His credentials are looking pretty powerful to me right now.
Yeah, they really are. It's just so great that you're going to call this Final Four and that San Diego State will have made it. And what a crazy Final Four it is. I mean, Florida Atlantic. Jim, I grew up not too far from Florida Atlantic. They didn't have football. They didn't have basketball. They were like a kind of a community college, the way we all kind of looked at it. And then on the other side, UConn's back, but Miami doesn't have the pedigree of Duke or North Carolina or Kansas or UCLA. I think this is an amazing Final Four.
I do too. Now, what's going to get written after it's all said and done is, boy, the ratings were really off this year for the Final Four. I don't care about that. I'll be honest. I'll leave that number crunching to other people to interpret. But for a basketball purist and a sports enthusiast and a storyteller, I love it. I tried to say it at the end of Sunday's Last Team In Miami, that this is what this NCAA tournament is about every year. It's built for the dreamer. a chance to come in and spoil things and make a name for yourself. And a lot of times that dreamer role belonged to a Cinderella that was one win and out. This year, these were better teams than that, by the way. But now the fact that the storyline is the Florida Atlantic can win for the first time ever in an NCAA tournament, only their second time ever to the dance, make it all the way to the Final Four. And San Diego State makes its debut, and Miami makes its debut. If there are people that have a problem with it or people have less interest in it, that's their loss, because this is, to me, as good as it gets. I've had plenty of Final Fours with the Kansas, like last year, Kansas, North Carolina, Duke, and Villanova, Blue Bloods. Hats off. I've loved covering their stories and all of their championships, but there's something I think that's very special about this, very special.
Yeah, I agree. Can you just tell me, I know you don't have much time left, but what is it that you have to do that's out of the ordinary, given it's your last and it's your hometown? Is there anything different about what you have to do between now and call it the end of this thing on Tuesday?
I need to get into the bubble of calling the game and completely compartmentalizing my thoughts, because everywhere I turn, people are coming over to talk about this being my final one, which is very sweet and meaningful to me. I cannot keep up with the text load. They're coming in from all corners, from other sports that I've covered, athletes, coaches, etc. Lifelong friends, not so close lifelong friends, but friends. It's endless. And if I wanted to just chase the text chain, I wouldn't even be prepared for the game. So I've got to get lost in it. I know I will, because that's one thing I'm really good at, is we just get another text come in.
Tom Brady?
Is that, yeah, no, he was a couple minutes ago. Yeah, this was some guy named Mahomes. You are too funny, my man. But it's just a very special time. Sam Farmer, who's a great pal, and as gifted a writer as there's ever been in his craft, sports writing. I was fortunate, blessed, we're going to call it today. He wrote an article about this being my last journey, and how, it's easy for me to be thinking some recent losses I've had in my life. My stats guy, who you love and I love, Pat McGrath, he was sitting right here, right next to me, right here for 30 years. He died on the eve of the tournament with a heart attack. Billy Packer died in late January. My mom passed away in October here in Houston. She would have been at this game. I'm carrying them all in my heart, but I'm not going to mistake nostalgia for maudlin or sadness being those vibes. This is a time to be thankful and celebrate the many opportunities I've been given to be around great people. It's my nostalgia comes from a place called gratitude. So I'm grateful. I'm looking forward to getting lost in the games. I know Monday night, when I take this very headset off right here, call the last championship moment. And I put this right down on this desk right here. I will walk up some steps and go give the trophy away to the winning team and coach.
Take off the tie.
And confetti will be flying in the air. My oldest daughter will be with me by my side. And we'll watch on the jumbo screens up here. One right up there. The U is coming on the court next. And they'll play One Shining Moment in the building. And 50-50, I'll be in tears, maybe even a little higher odds, but I will have tears of joy. As much as I'm feeling a sense of loss, I want to celebrate all the people that were with me on this ride. So it's been a great run.
Amazing. I love what you're saying about gratitude. Hey, before you go, you mentioned Pat McGrath, and I just want you to know that people who listen and people who watch, they know the name. Pat would come out to Del Mar every summer. I would force him to sit down. Not that I had to force him. He liked to hold court. You know this. Pat would sit down and tell stories to Alex and to Browner and to our audience of the Super Bowls and the broadcasters and the places that he'd been and the things that he'd been around. And man, I just worked with him during the wild card round of the playoffs. And as we were going to the airport, I remember saying, because he was telling me, I'm in my 70s. He's like, well, how much longer are you going to do this, Pat? And a life on the road, amazing, incredible guy. I'm so glad you brought up his name.
Well, you need to see Sam Farmer's article today because Pat's in there a lot, including his brother Marty gets quoted, and his brother and his brother's family are going to be here as my guests for the Final Four. Here, I was just looking at the back of my phone. Got one of these phone covers. That's taken in Butler Cabin. I guess you can see.
Yeah, we can see it.
This.
Got that.
Those
Look
are
at
my
that
three
beautiful
kids
family.
right there. That's my March next year right there. So,
dude,
that's
what a great
simple answer. That's
know.
it. There's a lot of things. It's Houston. It's a CBS year. It's time. It's time for Ian to have a great run at it, and it's time more than anything for me to go back and be a daddy on a longer basis than just a Monday through Wednesday, 40-something weeks a year. Have a long, pronounced stretch of time.
Well, I totally appreciate where you're coming from. I do. Hey, Jim, thank you for the time.
Scott Van Pelt just texted.
Scott
Freddie
Van Pelt.
Couples.
Freddie Couples is your boy.
They're coming in. They're coming in. Yeah, they're coming in, and I'm grateful for it all. But you know what? I didn't forget what we talked about back in the day. I didn't know the offer was still kind of out there. It was a lifelong offer. If I've let you down, I am sorry. I should have sent the jet, but I still got you set up here. You make your way.
My God, after thinking,
there's a party, and there's a party Saturday night after the games. All right, after the twin bill, you're invited, both of you, if you're here. I can't believe you're not just jumping all over this office.
I am jumping all over. All I got to do is I got to make one phone call as soon as I get off this.
Well, let me just see something here. I'm going to take you up and show you your seats. You just see where they. Okay.
It's the best field trip of all time.
Alex is going to hate you if you don't bring
he's
him.
107.
I already hate him for not saying yes already.
Hey, Alex. 107, I think, is over here. I'm going to hopefully this signal will hold up. Let me see here. Is there a step up here?
No.
Okay.
Just go up on the.
Careful.
You still with me?
Yeah, careful. I don't need you getting hurt.
I'm looking for a step up on. It's a stage. It's raised. It's raised. Here are the steps up. Steps up. Okay. And Miami's taking the court right now. It's section 107. 107. Row 2. Row 2. Hi guys, how you doing? Is this section 107? Anybody know? Oh, 107's over there. I had it right the first time. You're right behind me. As I look down on the floor and I see the Hurricanes of Coach Larrañaga taking the floor here. Never mind the commercial breaks, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh, this is gold.
I'm going to take you right to your seats.
This is incredible. Here we go. Oh, you got to be kidding me. We're right in the middle of it all. Alex, we got to figure this out. We've got to figure this out.
I've been looking at flights this whole time.
And oh my.
Oh,
look at this view. Look at this view.
There's eyes. There's Wong out on the floor for Miami. Look at this stadium. Look at this. You have the press in front of you. Here's then row row 1. You are right here. You are right here. Row 2. This is where I'm sitting, right over here. It's Harold Bryant sitting in my seat now, right there. This is Chuck.
Hey, Chuck.
Scotty
Hey, Harold.
Kaplan.
What's up, guys?
These are Scott Kaplan's seats. We're live on the air right now. This is.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my God! All right, Alex. What do you?
Until 7 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
You are on the clock. I mean, is this okay? Did I live up to my end of the bargain?
You did. You did. And it should be like I should just get myself there. I shouldn't expect you to get me there.
You're watching Kaplan and Crew Tonight, powered by the mightier 1090 AM, ESPN Radio, and Your View, featuring the best sports talk in SoCal.
Locally owned and operated, not some bland, uninspired, corporate, cookie-cutter radio station crap. We simply say to those stations, you. The mightier 1090 ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.
Murray Lampert now brings architectural and interior design to a whole new level for your remodel, ADU, or whole house build.
We're truly a team at Murray Lampert Design, Build, Remodel, and we don't take that lightly.
Visit murraylampert.com.
This is a huge wall. I'm sure it presented some challenges.
You're right, Sarah. And what it was in the model we noticed there it was too much wood. This was supposed to be clad. And with the beautiful stairs and railings, we realized that we need to come up with a different finish. So we used these reglets that are metal with the drywall, and it gave it this grid look that also matches up with the beams.
Wow, that came out beautiful. If you want to see how they conquered more design challenges, check out Our Family, Your Home.
Since 1971, the LGBTQ Center OC has been a pillar of the Orange County community, proudly empowering and advocating for the queer individuals and families who need our support. We've sustained a safe space for the community for more than 50 years and continue to grow the wealth of resources that the people of Orange County rely on. It's true that it gets better. Until it does, the LGBTQ Center OC is here, and we've got you.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to your home, our experience plus our strong relationship with the city makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
At Murray Lampert, we listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com.
If you're going to count yourself as a fan of this radio station, you'll need to continuously ask yourself one basic question. Am I listening enough? Pro tip, wives are not a good source for input on this. This is the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio.
When you're adding companion units or ADUs to bring more value to your home, our experience plus our strong relationship with the city makes adding on easier for our homeowners.
At Murray Lampert, we listen to you first, then design and build. Visit murraylampert.com.
For many consumers, sleeping at night should be an easy experience. For many, it's not. There are a number of reasons for that, most notably those that suffer from acid reflux or heartburn. There are also many individuals dealing with various pains or ailments. MedCline is a sleep solution company with our goal to allow people to have a healthy and peaceful night's sleep. And we do that with our therapeutic side sleeping systems. Our patented, clinically studied MedCline relief systems are designed to place an adult in an elevated side sleeping position, which can help them reduce the symptoms or issues they're dealing with. MedCline systems are registered with the FDA, and as a medical product, MedCline systems are qualified for use with FSA and HSA funds. For anyone looking for more information, you can visit medcline.com/sleepbetter.
Welcome to the Super Dentist, where kids are the center of our universe. Serving San Diego for over 25 years, the Super Dentists offer the newest dental technologies to provide safe and comfortable treatments for the entire family. We've reimagined the entire dental experience by creating a fun and engaging atmosphere featuring our heroic dentists and award-winning super crew. Book your appointment now. Extended hours and Saturday appointments available. Call or text 855-GO-SUPER or visit thesuperdentist.com.
Thank you for joining us. Catch Scott Kaplan and Crew tonight from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific every Monday through Friday. The very best from today's Scott Kaplan and Crew show on the mightier 1090 AM ESPN Radio, SoCal Sports Talk.